You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and something about sort of the gaming drag today. I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, and I believe we are doing Case Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chaining, we're up and let's go. Alrighty. Of course, I should be going now so that you can rest. What? You just dropped that bomb on me and leave? I believe it was you who said that I can't just drop by and announce on someone else's home. You're really good at throwing things back at my face, aren't you? Yes. Don't worry, I'll take care of Case K. Maybe feeling emboldened by the light, pleasant atmosphere, I decide to speak up. If there's ever a time for Alexander to slap me down, now would be it. That remains to be seen. Right. At least he didn't straight up shoot me down. Progress? Have a good night. Good night. I'll talk to you later, Alex. The wolf nods, going through the gate and walking out into the street, leaving Case K and I alone again under the cover of darkness. That went better than I thought it would. Speak for yourself. Did you really have to tell him you'd beat me up? He'd prefer it if I didn't convince him to leave you alone. I'd prefer if convincing him didn't involve talking about beating the crap out of me like it was a totally normal thing. You worry too much. You say that, but I'll keep my eye on you. Just kidding. Now come on, let's get you inside, smelly guy. You really need to get your bath. There are better ways to say that. I disagree. That is the perfect way to say it. The more comfortable you get around me, the snarkier you get. You have yet to see my full power. That is terrifying, actually. Sometime later. Oh, wait, what? Crap, did I fall asleep in here? I told myself I was just going to relax and soak for a little bit longer, but I think I fell asleep. The water isn't even that warm anymore. Jeez, I didn't realize that I was that tired. It's kind of embarrassing. I step out of the tub, draining the water from it, beginning my long drying routine. Taking care of first, such a pain in the ass. Once I reach a point where I could safely dress myself without wetting my clothes, I put them on and head downstairs for something to drink. As soon as I get down the stairs, I begin to notice a weird noise that I hadn't heard earlier. Who's making this racket? It's not loud enough to hear it from upstairs, but it's definitely loud. I pass through the kitchen, heading for the source of the sounds which seem to be coming from the laundry area. As soon as I get there, however... Oh my god. The sight I'm welcome to is one I don't quite know how to describe. What the hell? The words escape my lips before my brain has a chance to process what is happening in front of me. Hearing me, Keisuke turns his head around to look at me, weeping in the most over-the-top fashion. Yuichi-san, please help me! Oh, that look on his face is so fucking good. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't walk away right now. No, please help. What did you do? I was trying to help. Help? Help make what? A mess? I was trying to do your laundry and mine together. Oh my god. Even just trying to wrap my brain around what is happening is liable to give me a headache. There's so much water and soap leaking out of the washing machine. How? I don't know! I have to take a step back as the seeping water running on the floor is starting to make its way closer to me. The last thing I need this late at night is a wet sock. I don't even know where to begin. Just shut up and help me! Is that how you ask people for favors? Why are you even hugging the damn thing? I'm trying to keep it from seeping out. You're not doing a good job of it. No shit! Shaking my head one final time, I quickly grab a mop and a bucket, taking my socks off before walking through the puddle of soapy water to pull the plug on the washing machine. Just FYI, the first thing you should have done is pull the plug. Don't look so smug. I don't think smug is the word for it. Stunned probably fits the bill better. Okay, let's go to the washing machine and help me out here, Huggy. Huh, please don't give me a weird nickname. A few minutes later. But you know, it is water time. This music sounds like someone fucking an accordion. It's so bizarre sounding. It takes a while to finish cleaning off the mess Keisuke made in the laundry room. By the end of it, I'm a little wetter than I'd like, even though even that pales in comparison to how soaking wet the hair is right now. I'm sorry, but I really need to ask this question again. How? I already told you that I don't know. What did you even do? Nothing. I just put the clothes in the washing machine like normal. If that was all you had done, there wouldn't be a pile of wet clothes and an unplugged washing machine in the room right now. Walk me through exactly what you did. Well, seriously, you don't trust me. It's not about trust. Again, there's a pile of wet clothes and an unplugged washing machine in that room right now. Humor me. Okay. I just opened the washing machine, put the soap and fabric softener in the dispenser, then put the clothes and water inside. Wait, you put the clothes and water? Yeah, why? The machine fills itself with water automatically. Huh? Yeah, there's a dial on it where you set how full the machine currently is, so it knows how much water to pump inside. You probably overfilled it when you manually added water. No way. I don't want to be the guy that kicks someone when they're down, but how do you manage to screw up that badly? What about the soap? What about it? How much of it did you add? Considering the crazy amount of soapy water that's pouring out, I can't believe you put the correct amount inside. What? No, I followed the guidelines. Did you? Yes, I made sure to fill it up to the line. Oh boy. When you say filled it up to the line, you mean the fill up here line on the inside of the soap dispenser. You do know that line is a maximum amount line, right? It's not how much you should use every time. Huh? Bingo. Yeah, considering you only put 1/4 the maximum clothing capacity inside, you massively overfilled the machine in terms of soap. No. I know you've had servants doing things for you since you were a kid, but damn. This level of incompetence is shocking. I give the sulking hare a few pats on the back, trying to cheer him up. Why don't you head up to the bedroom? I'll put your clothes back in the washing machine. Okay. The dejected hare trudges out of sight and up the stairs, leaving me alone to finish organizing the mess he'd left behind. Luckily, draining the washing machine of the excess water doesn't take all that long. In less than 10 minutes, I have it back in working condition and starting its cycle with our clothes. Thank God it didn't make any kind of lasting damage. Getting back to my room, I see Keisuke sitting on the desk and making notes on the same book as before. Or at least trying to. He seems to be fidgeting more than anything else. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm just a bit restless. Are you still feeling bad about what happened downstairs? Yeah. I'm sorry, I wanted to prove that I could be helpful, but I ended up just making a mess for you to clean up. It's no big deal. You don't need to worry about it so much. Easier said than done. I hate feeling useless. You were never taught how to do things. You're never taught how to do these kinds of things. It's not surprising you'd struggle. At least you're trying. Thanks. You're really sweet. Although I won't lie, you could have at least looked up a video on how to use a washing machine or something of the sorts. For someone so smart, you sure can have incredibly dumb moments that challenge belief. Of course, it's the least I can do. The least you can do, huh? You're already doing way more than that. You think? Of course, you're letting me stay here, taking care of me, challenging me on stupid ideas. You're doing a lot more than at least. At the least. If you say so, truth be told, I still feel bad. Because of Alex. More like because of what I did. Alex showing up was just a reminder. Stop worrying about it so much. We squared things off, didn't we? Just because we came to a resolution doesn't mean it's easy to let go. I guess I can get that. Keisuke gets up from the chair, slowly walking up to me. He reaches up with one of his hands, caressing my cheek while pressing his body against mine, making me acutely aware of his current state of undress. Second, y'all. Water time. Alrighty, y'all, and we are back. Let's jump right back into it. You and I are good, okay? Trust me when I say that. I'm quite happy right now, and I don't feel the least bit of discomfort being around you, in fact. The hare stands on the tip of his toes, his face getting closer to mine. I instinctively close my eyes, enjoying the pleasant sensation of something warm and soft pressing against my lips. I kiss back, nibbling on Keisuke's delicate lips, drawing a soft groan from the hare. You're a really good kisser. I'm glad. My mind kind of blanked since it felt so good. I just did whatever felt natural to me. But trust me on this, okay? Okay. Now, I don't mean to cut a nice moment short, but is it okay if we head to the bed? I can barely keep my eyes open right now. Ha! I get that. I actually fell asleep in the bathtub, so I can't judge you for that. Yeah, I think maybe we overdid it in practice today. My whole body hurts. We? There's no we here, mister. You're the one who kept demanding more and more matches between you. More and more matches because you hated to lose. While Keisuke nestles himself down into the bed, I flick the lights off, taking my own clothes off until I'm left with nothing but my underwear before climbing into bed as well. I wrap my arms around the hare, pulling him toward me and making him gasp. Yuichi! Just let me have this. I kiss his neck, holding Keisuke close to me, enjoying the warmth of his body pressed up against mine. You're really soft and fluffy. I don't want to let go. Okay, I can give you that much. close my eyes, pressing my forehead against the back of my hare's neck. Before long, I drift off. June 25th, Sunday. Sunday, 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 be there! Once morning finally arrived, I yawned, heading downstairs to the kitchen where I thought I'd be getting started on preparing breakfast for all of us today. Instead, I was welcomed by the sound of active sizzling as well as the smell of fish and soy sauce wafting invitingly through the air. Morning! I'm surprised to see you home on a Sunday morning. Oh, good morning, sweetie. I found myself a little bit of free time and decided to stay home this morning. That's rare, like Christmas in July, or someone admitting that they're wrong on the internet. You'd think that seeing one's parent at home during the weekend would be a given, but even I myself am often surprised by just how rare it is. Either way, it's not like it's not a welcome surprise. It's kind of nice not having to cook breakfast every morning. Oh, and seeing Mom is cool, too. Sorry, if I know someone else would be in the kitchen, I'd have gotten dressed before coming downstairs. I was going to get started on breakfast first before I put on my uniform. Have you already bathed at least? It'll only be a few more minutes before I'm done cooking. It'd be a shame if you couldn't have your food while it's hot. That's alright. I finished my bath a good half hour ago. I think Aki's the one in there right now. And your friend? Oh, right. She doesn't know that Keisuke barely sleeps. He wakes up really early every morning. He's just sitting around in my room writing some stuff in his notebook. I'm glad your friends take their studies seriously as well. It's a good example for both you and your brother. Okay, first of all, I'm the senior here, so if anyone's supposed to be setting an example, it's me, not Keisuke. Second of all, he's not even studying. He's humming to himself and writing down music whatevers. Though, as much as I want to be petty and correct her on her wrong assumption, I suppose there's no harm in letting her believe that. At the end of the day, Keisuke is a studious guy, after all. Yeah, for sure. Is everything okay with him? Is he doing well? Keisuke? Yeah, he's fine. Why do you ask? I'm a little worried, that's all. Your friend has been away from his family for a little while. Won't they worry? If you'd asked me that a few weeks ago, I'd have agreed with you. As things stand right now, I know better. His family knows he's here. It's not a problem. I'm aware that they know. I'm just worried that the more time passes, the harder it gets for them to make up. After all, he's here because they had a fight, right? Something like that. I'm not sure the word fight is a good enough description of the situation. His family are a bunch of monsters through and through. Second, y'all. Water time. Okay. I don't care who they are. Nothing gives them the right to treat someone like that. From the very beginning, I didn't even think twice about it. When I heard of the situation, my first thought was to bring Keisuke to my place so I could make sure he's safe and taken care of. Make up. I seriously doubt something like that would be possible. Just keep in mind, too much kindness can be cruel sometimes. Is this your way of saying you want him to leave? What? No, of course not. I'm barely home in the first place, so I barely even notice his presence. In fact, I think I've only seen Keisuke-kun once since he started staying over. It's more than that. I think the easiest way to say it could be that I'm concerned him staying here might make things too difficult in the long term. I don't know that there's even a long term to think about here. I mean, I get it. Keisuke can't stay here forever. It wouldn't be reasonable for me to ask Mom and Aki to put up with that. I know they're really kind and that they want to help out, but that would be taking advantage of their kindness. But still, I hate the idea of not being able to do something about it. I hate the idea of Keisuke going back to his place even more than that. If I could, I'd make sure he would never have to go back to his house. But I can't. I don't have a place of my own or the money to do so. I hate feeling powerless like this. I spent the last few days trying to not think about it, but it's hard not to do so when I'm asked directly. Sheesh. Could these two be more similar? Both Mom and Aki asking me about Keisuke's situation just a few days apart from each other. I guess we're both thinking the same thing. Am I the only one that doesn't see it? It's too early in the morning for you to be spacing out, sweetie. Huh? You have that same look on your face you usually have when you're lost in thought. You're standing in the middle of the kitchen without saying anything. Ah, right. Sorry, I was thinking over what you said. I didn't say it to make you freak out about it. I know that. What did you mean by that exactly? By what? That too much kindness can be cruel. Are you saying I shouldn't be helping him out? Not exactly. It's wonderful that you want to help your friend out. If anything, it makes me happy as a mother to see you've matured into such a kind, considerate young man. But if all you do is shelter him from his problems, it'll get harder and harder for him to see through them on his own. The longer you spend looking away from a hard situation, the harder he gets to face it in the future. After all, no one likes discomfort. It's only natural for someone to choose to avoid it. What you need to worry about is, are you making it too difficult for him to solve his problems in the future? Does he have any incentive to do so as is? That makes sense, I guess? I see what she's trying to say, but I can't bring myself to agree with it. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.